Hello folks, welcome back along Simulation Full Nation here with another great first look at a phenomenal model coming out of the SMI Modern Team shed once again. Today we're looking at what could be potentially their last creation for FS19. This is the Rabe Bluebird 6000 with many different features we're going to have a look into. The same outstandingly high level of detail that we come to expect these days across the board. And we have a bit of a play with it in our test field as well, which is why it's hooked up over there looking rather incredible. So we're going to get to that in just a moment. But before we do, let's have a look into it. This is going to be, like I say, they're perhaps the last model for FS19. It was built in collaboration with a well-known Italian farmer slash YouTuber called ISG Giuliano. So make sure you check them out if you are indeed interested. It is a specific cultivation tool which allows you to connect it to either the front linkage or the regular 3-point linkage on the rear of your tractor. It's a 3D model built on a photographic basis with real measurements, and the logos are present as well, as exactly as they would be in real life, which you'd come to expect. These are the same logos that are used on ISG Giuliano's own actual real life version of this, which is why the logos look a little bit worn, because they are true to life, which is pretty cool. Really nice little touch there. Do find that's pretty cool. This is, like I say, phenomenally detailed. It is just a 6-meter cultivator, as you would come to expect there. But, I mean, SMI, if they do one thing very well, it's make everything look absolutely incredible. I mean, once again, we look down, every single bolt is unique. Every single spring looks incredibly well modeled. You've got your animated hoses there, once again, as we come to expect. These guys on the end, we're going to have a look into these in a bit more detail. These are raise and lower by using the front loader tool, so that's pretty cool to have on there as well. So we'll have a bit of a play around with that one. Now, before we get into the store to have a look at it, realistically, this needs a horsepower of around about 170 for the front or the rear. If you want to pull them both together, you're probably going to have to get a lot more than that, let me tell you. It has a realistic mass that we've come to expect from the real-life machine as well. There are real little animations, as you would see on the real device, on the real machine there as well. And just look at that. This is the attention to detail I love. You've got the threaded bolt there. You've got 2 monster bolts on the edge as well. The springs look incredible. The hoses even have your part numbers on there these days, which is pretty cool. Well, we've got part number there. It's can't quite make that out. Parker Flex DIN 223. Pretty cool there with the pressure numbers on there. 325 bar of pressure as well, which is, well, just again, little details. It just really does add an awful lot to it. With these things, like I said, they are 6 meters wide. You do get a working with a speed of up to 15 kilometers, which is pretty neat. And lo and behold, it's coming across all platforms as well there. So I think what we can do really is we can have a look at it, and it looks mighty impressive as it is all folded up under the 3-meter transport width there. I think you'll agree that looks pretty mean. But I think the best thing we can do really is get into the store quickly, have a look at it, and then we'll get into the field. It's under cultivators, as I mentioned. And it starts without the packer roller. You can have that attached as an optional extra. Now you can attach it. It does stick out quite a bit at the end there, but if you change it to a front mounted, I don't think that's going to work very well. So we'll turn it off there. So this will be our rear mounted here. You could still obviously attach it to the front if you wanted to, but there is your front mounted hitch there. And then you can also change the color of your legs there. So right now it is black, but you can also stick it as blue as well, which is pretty neat. And that's pretty much it. Nice and simple, nice and straightforward there. But let's go and get into the field and have a look at it. Okay, folks, so we're arriving in the field. First thing we want to do is make sure we are on the front tool there. So what we'll do is get rid of that, get rid of course play as well, and then we can just unfold it out so you can see what the animation looks like from inside the cab there. Left side, then the right side going out. Full animations across the board for the hydraulic hoses, of course. Wheels fall down into place as well, and then boom, there go your depth wheels on the side. And then we're going to do the same for the back here as well. That's the tractor. There you go. Out they fold. Really nice and smooth little animation as they work the way out there, which is always nice to see. Once the depth wheels go down, we'll show you what they look like from a lower and raising perspective as well. There they go. And then using the same controls as you would for a front loader there, you can lower and indeed raise the depth wheels, and you can even see the little handle adjustment there as well, which is pretty cool. We're going to start with them about there, see what that does. And then, yeah, what we're going to do, because I'm not sure this tractor will have enough power to pull them both, we'll start with the rear. We'll go this way. We never really go this way on the test field. So as you can see, Just like that, the depth wheels are doing their job. The machine is not going into the ground there at all. However, if I then set about lowering that ever so slightly, in it goes, in it goes, in it goes. That's pretty cool. I love that. And now the depth wheels aren't even touching. So if we then send a full-blown send, and we're away. As you can see, real animation across the cultivator there. You'll see the arms are actually moving. A bit more speed than that though. So each individual tine is moving as it hits any resistance inside the soil there, which is pretty neat. The packer roller is going a full send, which is always great to see. Love that. This tractor's pulling it comfortably actually. We can probably get a bit more speed at 16 kilometers an hour as advertised there. Love it. Absolutely love it. So that'll about do us there. We'll just lift up. And as you can see as well, when you do lower and raise there, it does take its time to come out as it pulls the tool out of the ground, which is pretty neat. And again, if we lower it, it takes its time to sink down. And I believe that is the Model Leica script there in all its glory once again. And up it comes. Wow, fantastic. So now let's get the front tool to do the same. We're just going to lower... We're going to lower this down ever so slightly. There you go. Now you see, because there's a front loader, you got depth wheels on the front as well, which will stop it kind of digging into the front end too much. And so we can just lower that guy down. And she's away. And once again, you see the same little animations. This looks brilliant. It really, really does. Look at that. It looks menacing. Let's see, I wonder, can I pull two? Down she goes. Yes! I mean, we've lost a bit of click. We're only going at a total of 5 miles an hour now. So there we have it. It doesn't really like to pull it with front and rear on there, but that's more the tractor than it is the machine. What we're going to do as always is just have a quick look at what these machines look like with a bit of dirt and wear on there. So we'll just go add on all of the dirt. Looking good. So there you go. Look at that. Really nice, realistic build up across the machine there as well, which is again likely true to life because we have had the realistic Model 2 to look at in real life there. So it really does look very detailed indeed. Same can be applied for the back there as well. And then we'll just clean this off and then have a quick look at the dirt as well. If we look at the wear across the back there, naturally all the points have got a bit of wear on there. You've seen a little bit of wear on any of the wearing points really here for the crumbler roller on the back as well. That does look very, very good. Really like that a lot, and it's all good and done. So like I say, this is going to be coming to all consoles here. This is the Rabe 6000 Bluebird by the SMI modern team. Keep an eye out on their Facebook page for more information as it is being sent to Giants as of today. Hopefully it'll be with you very soon for what could well be the last edition to FS19 by the SMI modern team. Until next time though, I hope you have enjoyed. I have been Simulation for the Nation. We'll see you all in the next one.